Oh my gosh, are you okay? Here, drink some water,
I can't breathe in here.
Is your head dizzy or whoa, what's happening?
I just can't breathe.
It's fine. We're working on building a new CO2 sensor, which
You don't have a CO2 sensor already?
we're measuring it. So our sensor will measure carbon dioxide because right now the levels of carbon dioxide rise fast, which causes lots of headaches, and it's just not good for our members. And on Mars, our gym is sealed, so the levels can be dangerously high. So we're gonna work on fixing that. So why would we do this?
We're measuring CO2 because of safety and performance. High levels of CO2 can make you dizzy and even cause you to knock out like what just happened.
Yeah.
When we're measuring these CO2 sensors, we can see how effective the air filtration system and see how much air is getting effectively filtered. This can create positive performance for everyone.
All right, and how do we do this?
So basically, we're gonna have a CO2 sensor in the main gym at a breathing height. So every time you guys breathe, we can track it. And then we're gonna have one at the air vents so that we can see how the airflow is throughout the gym. And then we're gonna use that, put it in an array, and record that data real time so we all know what the CO2 levels are, and that way we can fix it if any problems come up.
That's good. All right, let's get you some help, and you can get back to working out. All right, let's discuss the different displays we can use for our CO2 sensor. So we have a LCD display and a serial monitor. So some pros of LCD displays is that they're very portable. They're always visible on the hardware, like our CO2 sensor.
But here's the
And
thing.
they're always very professional.
LCD sensors have a lot of coding that's needed to be done, and they don't have as much storage.
All right. What about serial monitors? Let's hear about serial monitors.
The pros of them are they're really easy to use and very easy to learn. And there's no extra pins or power needed for them.
Okay, so one of the cons of a serial monitor is that they need a standalone computer to work, which makes it more costly and less efficient. Plus, they're less polished and they require more electricity, so it's just a lose-lose. I don't know. I don't think we should use a serial monitor.
I think we should definitely do the LCD display. Like,
I agree for
the
sure.
pros outweigh the cons.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And the cons of the serial monitor they're
It just
too
outweigh
the
big.
pros.
Yeah. So LCD.
I agree.
Look, it says it's working, but the red light's not.
I can barely breathe. CEO.
Maxim.
Whoa,
We need help.
we need help. We can't
It
breathe.
says it's working, but the red light's on.
Gosh.
It's really hard to breathe here
Yes, baby.
on Gravity Gains. Hopefully they can get this worked out.
I don't. You try.
Oh, we got here. Maybe down here.
Oh no. They're gonna be out of breath.
Try.
Oh, it is getting hard to breathe.
Oh my gosh. Start it.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Okay, so basically, this is our main code right here, and first we initialize like the liquid crystal library, so that basically loads all the plugins and stuff we need to display stuff on the LCD, like our last project, and then we use all the regular values which we use on the last project. Then we just set the values again, but this time we initialize a red, green, and red and green buzzer. So instead of the blue one that we used last time, and so this plugs into the analog CO2 sensor, and this is our threshold value. So this is like how high the CO2 has to be in order for it to be detected as a threat or not. And this just activates all the pins and configures them. And this is our main loop that's based on the threshold. So it reads the analog value from the CO2 sensor, whatever it gets, and then it writes that value onto the LCD after the calculation, and then adds some extra delays so that it's like readable and doesn't go too fast. If the CO2 exceeds the threshold, it gives you an alert and gives you warnings. But if there's no CO2 breakout, then it just says safe and waits a couple seconds and then just puts it on the LCC. So that's basically how our code works. So some difficulties we faced were that halfway through our project, the CO2 sensor is supposed to be red, that the CO2 is coming in, but it was green. So like, if that was in our actual gym, then people would have been breathing in CO2 and maybe they might have died. So we should have fixed that, and we did. What other difficulties did we face, Zach?
Another difficulty we faced was halfway through our computer died. and we lost all our work.
Yeah, sucked. We just had to go through trial and error until we finally got it done. So we just kept rewiring until we got all the wires perfect. Got the green light, got the red light.
And what we learned to charge our computer next time and not have like a stupid mistake like that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I agree.
we did it, guys. Come on, let's go.